And now we are at his final album, Jesus Commands Us to Go. At least his of course they came out with like compilation albums and such. And there's even an album that I'm not adding to this list, but there's an album of his pre-Christian music that got recorded. And it's very interesting to listen to, but it's just all live music basically. So I'm not counting that, but Jesus Commands Us to Go. I wanted to spend some time on this mostly because, okay, so I think that this album is also A tier, but hold on. Oh, I guess I can't. Oops, can't put it back. No, not F tier. Okay, I guess we're putting it A tier. There's a lot that I wanted to say about this because even though I was saying earlier about the Prodigal Son Suite might be my favorite song, I think my current favorite song from Keith Green that is just really relevant to me right now is the opener for Jesus Commands Us to Go, and that's Dust to Dust. Now, I wanted to tell just a little bit of a story. It was a few weeks ago. My church had this sort of like talent show thing that they called a coffee house, where they got a bunch of people together to just like perform, just do whatever talent that they do. Yeah, had some people singing, had some people dancing, had some people doing poetry, had some people do some stand-up comedy, and I wanted to sing a song, and I decided to cover Dust to Dust. Now, Dust to Dust has always been one of those songs that I go to when times are really tough. There's something about the passion that Keith sings in that chorus that is just really moving to me. And so, but I decided to do my own little acoustic rendition of it, and it's funny because like the day of that performance, personal things were going on in my life, and that happened to happen that day. But I still performed the song. I'm sorry if you're hearing my stomach grumbling. I apologize. I decided to I still performed that song, and with all the stuff going on in my life, when I sang that song, I almost got choked up, honestly. And so that happened, and then, it's been weeks. It's been weeks since then. And when I was preparing for this episode, since that performance, things in my personal life they've kind of continued to go pretty downhill, and so and they've brought me to a pretty humbling place. And re-listening to that song, this doesn't usually happen. I don't usually get moved to tears listening to music. Like, there's music that I love and can really, uplift me emotionally, but it takes a lot for a song to bring me to tears. It does. Because I'm just such a stone cold-hearted person. But as soon as that chorus hit, when I was listening to it, in the context of everything going on in my life, the chorus is, sometimes when I wander away and I'm lost in the dark, my faith starts to sway. I don't know what to do, so I cry out to you, and I reach out in the air, and I call your name, and you're always there. And then you send down your light, and you tell me, walk by faith, not by sight. Like, I was broken. Like, I was sobbing. This doesn't usually... I know it's a very, like, soccer mom thing. Like, I turned on the Christian radio and Lauren Daigle was playing, and I was just crying in my car because my life is so hard as a suburban mother. I know it seems like that, but like, man, it's been so long since I could say that a song has just hit me that hard. Because like I was listening to it and I was guarded, and that chorus comes on and I wanted a better slap. It just hit me, and like I was broken down. It was powerful. Because there's something about the way that Keith Green sings that song that is just so heartfelt, and it feels so real to me, and it's beautiful. And it's like this song and like so many other songs, it really feels like that he's crying. There have been many instances where it feels like that he's crying the feelings of my heart. And that's a big reason why I've resonated with him so much. So, yeah, I mean, I was getting a little emotional just talking about that. So, thank God for this song, and for its reminding me that God is always there, and that there are going to be times where I doubt and my faith is swaying. And when I don't know what to do, I can cry out to him. So anyways, with that being said, I don't think that this album is perfect. It is A tier. Jesus commands us to go. But it's still really solid. And it's a good way to end his career, even though it wasn't intentional. I'm going to sneeze. Sorry.
Hey, so I don't know if you guys know this, but what you just watched was basically just a clip of a full podcast episode of my podcast, The I'm Clifford Today Show. So you should just go check out that whole episode. Also, while you're at it, you might as well like the video and subscribe to my channel. You know, that'd be really nice. I mean, you're nice people, right? Okay.